Friends, this is a clock prophecy update for December the 8th, 2019. The resilience of President Trump in the face of government insiders seeking to destroy him is moving us closer to critical mass on the clock. It is my view, however, that if the Obama event takes place before the U.S. presidential election in 2020, President Trump is unlikely to be reelected. For the same reason, I expect Brexit to fail in the UK as the globalists continue to destabilize our two democracies. The events of the seventh seal will be God's answer to both the rise of the Antichrist government as well as a military assault on Israel by Turkey, Russia, and key Arabic states in the Mideast. For some time, we have heard false prophecies about World War III and the use of nuclear weapons by America's enemies. The truth is that God will use a massive rock, referred to as a stone cut without hands in the book of Daniel, and as a great burning mountain in the book of Revelation, to target modern Babylon, the capital city of which is Rome, and whose riches flow from the EU. Once Obama becomes the image of 666 and the Antichrist takes power, Israel will become isolated and the time of Jacob's trouble, as well as the harvest of saints, will begin. A 1,600-mile wide blast zone will decimate most of Europe as a meteor strikes off the coast of Italy, an event John described as the second trumpet of the seventh seal. This will be followed by a smaller object, the third trumpet, which may impact the Great Lakes of the northeastern United States or even New York City. These early trumpets will coincide with an early harvest of believers who, according to Jesus, will be caught up in an order they do not expect, meaning redemption will not take place on the same day for each and every believer. My article on the four-part harvest shows why Jesus used 4 o'clock times to represent our redemption at the end of time. My discussion of this topic can be accessed from the main page of the website. In a recent video, I recommended the live stream broadcast of a YouTube channel that exposes the hazards of contemporary Christian music. The channel, called Drew Bloom 34, reviews the lyrics of individual songs and examines public statements made by various artists. Drew Bloom 34 looks at the music of Lauren Daigle, Hillsong, Mercy Me, Justin Timberlake, to name a few. I am not familiar with most of the music discussed by Drew Bloom. I agree with his view, however, that a false gospel is being inserted into the Christian world, including the world of religious music. I believe this is part of the same flood of deception from the mouth of the dragon that we find in Revelation 12, discussed often in these updates. The target of Satan's disinformation campaign is both the state of Israel and the church itself. In this passage, John warns that a flood is sent forth to carry away the woman. In Scripture, both the Jewish state and the church are depicted using the female gender. Since I recommended Drew's live stream to my viewers a few months ago, a few of his videos have raised concerns that I feel need to be addressed. This is a caution to my readers about his view that Kanye West is promoting a false conversion for the purpose of deceiving the public. To begin with, I see no evidence to support this claim. In the absence of public statements by Kanye West refuting the Lord's deity or his resurrection, I will continue to believe that his conversion is real. The Apostle Paul said that whatsoever is not of faith is sin, and by rejecting a good report when it comes to us, we are causing far more harm than good. I have cautioned Drew about this, but he seems to be doubling down. I was recently banned by one of his live stream moderators and can no longer participate there. I see no reason to believe, or I do see reason to believe that his channel is under attack by some of the very goons of Satan that he seeks to warn us about. Please keep him in prayer that God will guide his thoughts and understanding. I want to remind you that on December the 10th, Google is bringing in a new terms of agreement that may affect many channels in a way that at this point is unpredictable. It could be that Google is going to attempt to close tens of thousands of YouTube channels that it deems to be contrary to its terms of service. And it may very well be that the Clock Prophecy channel, using under my name, is going to be potentially terminated. I've collected all of my videos and will be archiving those to the website so that the videos that I would normally be uploading to YouTube may now, in fact, instead be uploaded only to my website. Or, if possible, I'll do both. There should be one other closing update for the year, which will be my closeout update that I do usually around Christmas. I will be out of town that week, part of that week, and so I may do that. I may do that podcast on the road, or it may wait until I come back after Christmas. God bless as you continue to hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Behold, I come quickly. This is Peter John Brandel.